Hello everyone, I'm Alice. I'm glad to see everyone who is watching my channel. I really appreciate the fact that you've chosen my channel to learn English. I'm sure that I will help you to learn English. But before we start our today's topic, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel here on YouTube and that you follow me on all of the social medias, including Instagram and Facebook. So guys, today we are talking about quite important topic for any English learner, especially for English learners who are at intermediate levels or something. We are talking about the get verb. I'm sure that you know that this verb has more than 50 definitions, if not to take in consideration phrasal verbs and some expressions. So, to easier way to make the learning process easier, I have already grouped the main definitions of the verb into several categories. The first category we'll be discussing is the get verb into the meaning of gaining something. So, to get means to gain something, or obtain or receive. To gain means to obtain something or to receive something. For example, she gets a permanent promotion every year. Or they will get their ID tomorrow in the International Office Center. So I think the definition is quite clear for you. So you just need to remember that get, the main definition of get is to obtain something or to receive something. Next definition, which is very used, is to become. Yeah, we can use get into the meaning of the verb become. So become means to change yourself into some way, yeah, like gaining or losing some traits. You can get in worse or getting poor or getting better, yeah, day to day. The first example you to understand the meaning better is he's getting worse day to day. So it means that he is changing his personality into a quite bad way, yeah. I'm getting to feel myself better, so it means that I was sick some days ago, yeah, and now at the moment I'm starting to feel myself better, yeah. So get here means to become better. Our next example is my mom dreams me to get more intelligent, but I do not like reading. It means that my mom wants me to be more intelligent, yeah, and for that reason I need to read, but I don't really like it. Next category or next way of get verb usage is arrive or to travel somewhere. So we can use the verb get in this meaning. It is when you need to overcome the particular destination, yeah, we can use the verb. To illustrate the meaning better, I would like to provide you with some examples. She gets to school for 1 hour by bus. So it means it takes 1 hour for her to get to school. Next example is I'm getting to Australia by plane. So I'm overcoming the destination by plane. We need to get home through the terrible traffic jam. Next category, next way of get usage is to bring, to buy, or to find something. Can you get me a drink, for example, which can be got into several ways, such as buying me a drink, bringing me a drink, if it is inconvenient to do it by myself, or finding me a drink, yeah? Let's say I do not want to find it by my own effort, yeah? So I'm asking someone, could you get me a drink, please? Yeah, because I'm lazy or something. Next usage of the get verb, it is instead of some modal verbs. Instead of must and have to, it has the same meaning in this context. But remember, we need to alter the verb into the past participle. So we never say we get, yeah, must, yeah, we should say like I got to do something, yeah. So it has the same meaning with I have to do something. Yeah, you can say both. I got to do something, I have to do something, I must do something. For example, I got to for example, I got to be a better wife as my husband is a perfect man. So both are acceptable, both are correct, both are okay. Never worry about that. Next, our example is I got to go home, which is the same with I have to go home, or I got to study better because my parents are gonna be furious about my grades if they're bad. Yeah, so remember, it is great way of get verb usage. Next category, it is get in the meaning of understand something. You can say that I got the idea. Yeah, it's the same with I understood the idea. I suggest we do not need to clarify such uses of the verb get, because great examples here would be the expressions got it. Yeah, it is informal way of question, do you understand me or did you understand me? Yeah, you can say got it. If you want to say like in an informal way, it is the great idea. You can say get it if you want to ask if the person understands you at the right time, yeah, at this moment of time. You can say get it. So, but the most important thing that you need to remember that both questions, got it and get it, we can use only in informal way. Never use it in some formal situations. When you're writing the letters to some respectful persons, yeah, it is a bad idea, believe me. So if you're just talking, if you're having a small talk with your friends, you can ask the person if the person understands you, yeah, by asking the question, got it or get it. Next group, which we'll be discussing, is phrasal verbs. In English language, there are a lot of phrasal verbs, particularly with the verb get. Believe me, I'm planning to make the separate video for all of the phrasal verbs with get. However, I want to discuss the most useful ones and the most clear ones here during this video. Now you're going to see the scheme of phrasal verbs, which is very, very obvious and which is very, very easy, which you can use even right after this video. Yeah, because I'm going to explain every case of the gets usage. Firstly, let's clarify what is that phrasal verb. Phrasal verb, it is a combination of the verb, yeah, and a particle. Let's say a particle up, down, or in, or into, or to, or from, or some other particles. Yeah, those particles can be prepositions such as for, in, on, and so on. Yeah, so because of the particles usage, the meaning of the verb has changed. It can be changed into the way that the meaning is absolutely difficult to understand and you just need to learn the meaning by heart. But sometimes the meaning is quite obvious, like in the phrasal verbs we will be discussing on this lesson. So we start with get in. I'm sure that you know that the preposition in derives from the word inside. So it's quite clear that in means to be inside of the particular place, like inside of the room, inside of the house, inside of the school, or the factory. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So it's quite clear that get in means to be into a particular place, yeah, to be in this place right now, yeah, to be inside of the room, of the flat, and so on. So get in, it means come in, it means go in. Get out. It's more like impolite way to say, can you go out the place? Yeah, so it's not really polite to use this phrasal verb, but you can use it into the way that you just ask the person, leave the place, yeah, right now. So you can ask, can you get out the place? Yeah, it's not going to be impolite if you will take the particular intonation and will try to do it softly. Yeah, but generally I don't recommend you to use if you have a good relationships with the person. Get away. Get away means almost the same as get out. So it is just please leave the place, even sometimes without please. Get back. It means to go back. It means to return to the previous place. For example, if you were in cafe, yeah, and the person calls you that you need to get back to cafe, yeah, because the caller waits for you there. Get forward. Get forward means to go straight ahead. So, for example, if you're asking the person, please, could you tell me where is the theater? Yeah. While the explanation, there could be used such phrases as get straight forward, get back, get left, get right, yeah, and so on. So get forward means to go straight ahead. Get up. Get up is very clearly understood by everyone, because up means up, yeah, like it is something up in the air, yeah. So get up means to lift or to climb, yeah, or to increase, and so on. Get down, it's vice versa. Get down means so when you are getting down, it means that you are going down, for example, the hill, yeah, or something is decreasing, or some indexes are decreasing, yeah. So the indexes are getting down. Verbs, guys, these are the easier ones, yeah, because they are quite obvious. Our next video is going to be devoted to the main phrasal verbs, to all of the phrasal verbs which are used everywhere. Next group is get expressions. To forget expressions, I'm going to prepare a separate video as well. Nevertheless, we will talk about the most beneficial ones, the ones that I'm sure you have known already. The first one is get in touch. Get in touch with the person. It is when you have a desire to connect with the person, either by messages, WhatsApp, email, or by calling on mobile. Yeah, you're allowed to use the collocation. So we got to get in touch urgently as we have an issue with our business. We got to get in touch urgently as we have an issue with our business. Getting in touch with parents is an important part of people's lives. I'll get in touch with you in the next few days to confirm our meeting. Get into trouble. Usually when we do something we shouldn't have done, we will get into trouble with someone. So are you going to get into trouble if you are late? Yeah, it is the question. We will certainly get into trouble if do not leave right now. It seems getting into trouble is his hobby. He makes it every time. So these were our examples for the expression get into trouble. Next expression we are going to discuss is get lost. This can be used in a few ways and varies depending on your stress and intonation. Quite simply, to get lost means not able to identify when you are in a city or town. I got lost in Kiev last night because I'm a newcomer here and not really aware of city sightseeings. Or if you place emphasis on lost and raise your voice, it might be used to tell someone not politely to leave you alone. For example, he shouted to his younger brother, "Get lost, leave me alone, get out of my room." So you're trying to say get out to your brother, yeah? You want him to leave the place. We can also get lost in a book or a movie or a performance, yeah, if you're so engaged into the performance, if you are so engaged into the plot, yeah, if you're absolutely impressed by something, you can say that I got lost in this book because it has so many adventures that I'm just feeling that I'm thinking into it. It is the end for our video. I hope you really liked it. If it is true, please subscribe to my channel, follow me in all of the social media, click on like below and leave the comments into the special section below. And of course, watch my next video.